We've all been there. Your husky starts a concert at 3 a.m., and you're left wondering if they're summoning ancestors or just complaining about the dinner menu. While it sounds like chaos to the untrained ear, husky howling is actually a highly structured language with specific meanings for every pitch and duration. Today, we are going to translate the complex vocabulary of the husky world, turning those dramatic screams into clear, logical messages. Let's start with the long, low-pitch howl. In the wild, this was the original ping, the GPS signal used to locate the rest of the pack over miles of snow. In your living room, this translates to, "I know you're out there, and I'm waiting for a status update on when you'll be back." Then there's the short, high-pitched chirp. This is the husky equivalent of a morning coffee. It's pure, unadulterated excitement. When they do this, they aren't just making noise. They are trying to synchronize their energy levels with yours to prepare for a joint mission. But what about the famous woo-woo? This isn't a howl at all. It's actually a social vocalization specifically reserved for their favorite humans. This is their way of saying, "I see you, I acknowledge you, and I'm ready to engage in a back-and-forth conversation." Now, we have to talk about the scream. You know the one. It sounds like a human being in a minor crisis. This is pure protest. It's the Karen of the dog world, demanding to speak to the manager because the kibble is 3 minutes late. Understanding the difference between a boredom howl and an anxiety howl can actually save your furniture and your dog's mental health. An anxiety howl is repetitive and rhythmic. It's a self-soothing chant meant to fill the silence that scares them. On the other hand, the boredom howl is creative. They'll change the pitch, add a few growls, and basically try to entertain themselves with their own voice. When multiple huskies howl together, it's called chorus howling. This is the ultimate pack bond activity. In these sessions, they purposely choose different pitches so that every single dog can be heard individually within the group. They aren't just copying a siren or a flute. They are trying to join the pack that they think is calling out to them. Have you ever noticed how they tilt their heads during a howling session? They are trying to pinpoint the exact frequency of the sound. There is also the submissive howl, a soft, trailing sound that means, "I'm not a threat, I just want to be near you." This complex language is a leftover from their nomadic days, where their voice was the only tool they had to keep the family together. To a husky, a dog that doesn't howl is like a human who doesn't use their hands. They find it confusing and a bit boring. Their vocal folds can vibrate at 2 different frequencies simultaneously, allowing them to produce those strange polyphonic sounds. If we could truly translate every howl, we'd find that 90% of it is about food, play, or just wanting to be the center of attention. When you howl back at them, you aren't just being silly. You are telling them in their own language that you are part of their pack. They take these sessions very seriously. To them, a good howl is as satisfying as a 5-mile run. Puppies have to learn the vocabulary. They'll spend their first few months practicing different tones until they find their adult voice. Every husky has a unique vocal fingerprint. You could recognize your dog's howl in a room full of 100 others. Then there's the night mumble, the soft sounds they make when they're dreaming or just settling down for the night. The problem is, Huskies don't have a volume knob. Once a session starts, the only way to end it is to participate or distract them. Trying to shush a husky usually just sounds like an invitation to a louder, more intense debate. They love the sound of their own voice because, to them, it's the most beautiful instrument in the house. It is a primal, ancient instinct that links your modern pet to the vast, wild history of the North. Next time your husky starts a session, pay attention to the pitch. Are they happy, bored, or just lonely? The more you listen, the more you'll realize that they are never just making noise. They are telling a story. Their howl is a bridge. It's an ancient species reaching out to its modern partner in the only way it knows how. Embracing the noise is part of embracing the husky soul. You didn't just get a dog, you got a live-in opera singer. And while the neighbors might not appreciate the 3 a.m. performance, your bond is getting stronger with every note. Because sometimes, the best conversations are the ones that don't use a single human word. So the next time the howling starts, don't be annoyed. Just take a deep breath and maybe, just maybe, join in. Because in the language of the husky, the loudest heart is the one that loves the most.